The Well of Barhout, as people call it, the bottom of hell, in Yemen has become the talk of the world and the major international news channels in recent times because it is one of the most dangerous, isolated and undiscovered places in the world. Over the centuries, many have transmitted stories indicating the presence of jinn in them, and it was believed that they pose a danger above the earth, and may swallow everything that comes close to them. Many local residents remain uneasy about visiting the vast hole, or even talking about it, for fear of ill fortune from a chasm which, legend has it, threatens life on Earth itself. It's said Barhout Well is the most hated spot on Earth to God. From this well, the destruction of the word is started. Closer to the border with Oman than to the capital Sana'a, 1,300 kilometers away, the giant hole in the desert of Al-Mara province in Yemen is about 30 meters wide and thought to be anywhere between 100 and 250 meters deep. Yemeni officials say they don't know what lies below. It's very deep. We've never reached the bottom of this well, as there's little oxygen and no ventilation, said Salah Babhair, Director General of Mara's Geological Survey and Mineral Resources Authority. We have gone to visit the area and entered the well, reaching more than 50 to 60 meters down into it. We noticed strange things inside. We also smelled something strange. It's a mysterious situation. Sunlight doesn't extend far into the structure, and little can be seen from the edge except the birds that fly in and out of its depths. The Fugit eclipse appears as a prominent landmark that appears clearly from satellite images, and the width of its outer circular hole is about 30 meters, and it is located between small plains and mountains, most of which are made of limestone, and a group of small anus pours into it, and this deep hole has been associated with many legends that spread in various media, including that the pits contain huge crocodiles, that they are the dwelling of the jinn, that they contain tortured souls, that they contain huge rivers, and that whoever tried to go down to them previously came out with a head without a body. According to the local residents, the hole was not explored or documented before the Omani team visited it to explore the caves in September 2021, and the team was generally unable to find previous documentation of the hole before. It should be noted that the area surrounding the pit contains a group of stone tools that seem to date back to the Neolithic period, more than 6,000 years ago, and such tools are spread in many sites on the Omani-Yemeni border. The Omani team is seeking to explore the caves to visit a group of caves in the province. The team thanks the local authority in Al-Mara Governorate for all the facilities provided to the team during its visit. When Omani explorers first landed in this 367 feet deep well, they were surprised to see the inside view. The explorers found hundreds of snakes, animal bones, pearls and artificial springs in this dark well. The Well of Barhout is also called the Path to Hades and the Well of Souls. It was rumored that jinn and spirits live inside it, but now the veil has been removed from this secret. In spite of the terrifying lore that has kept explorers away, a team of Omani cavers, the Oman Cave Exploration Team, OCET, made what is believed to be the first descent to the bottom of the fabled Hell Pit last week. Mohammed Al-Kindi, a geology professor at the German University of Technology in Oman, told the cavers were intensely drawn to exploring the well. In a landmark mission, they made it to the bottom of the hole and, in doing so, got to the bottom of what's actually down there, something Kindi discussed in interviews after the expedition. Passion drove us to do this, and we felt that this is something that will reveal a new wonder and part of Yemeni history, said Kindi, who also owns a mining and petroleum consultancy firm. As for the stench that purportedly emanates from the gaping hole, Kindi said he smelled nothing resembling what's been passed down through the folklore. There were dead birds, which does create some bad odors, but there was no overwhelming bad smell. There were snakes, but they won't bother you unless you bother them, he said. And the terrain at the bottom was largely pristine in terms of not having been touched by humans. None of the prior missions there have been documented, so it's unclear whether anyone had actually gone down there, although it's difficult to be 100% certain. The most mysterious thing they find is a giant pole stamped proudly inside the Barhout well. The pole is like the center of something. It is not natural, a pole stand like that alone. Even after the exploration, the mystery is still there. The Omani team do not have time to explore the whole well. If they do, probably they may find treasure as the local believe. When we look at the overall whole, it is also a little bit unnatural. The shape of the well is like a center of something and the wall is perfectly carved. So it never calpace even thought it has been a million years. God knows best.